Inhaling your arms all the way up, lengthening the entire body up toward the sky. As you exhale, fold all the way forward, reaching toward your thighs, and then walking the hands down, either all the way down to your mat or onto your thighs or ankles. And just starting to stretch out the body, warming up to prepare for a booty toning yoga sequence. Very important to stretch out the hips and hamstrings and hip flexors beforehand. So go ahead and round down, bending your knees, grabbing behind your thighs to deepen your forward fold stretch. You can stay with the knees bent or straighten them or reach around toward your ankles. Deepening the stretch, pulling knees into the nose into the knees, and stepping back. Right leg back into a low lunge. And we'll twist over the left leg, using your left arm on your left knee, and then press back, half split, just lengthening the crown of your head forward. Long spine, long hamstring. And then sinking back forward into our low lunge, this time bringing the hands up onto the hips, keeping the hips squared and centered, so pushing that right hip forward. And then coming into a slight back bend. And we can sink back into our half split. Coming forward, up into pyramid pose, back toes turned slightly out. Spine is long, crown of the head reaches forward. And then you can settle back down, letting the crown of the head sink toward the floor. Stepping both feet together, we'll switch sides. The left leg steps back, looking over the right knee. Pushing onto your right knee with your right hand, and then looking back behind your thigh. Feeling that stretch into the hip flexor as well, and then sink back, half split, lengthening hamstring. Be pulling the toes back toward your knee to deepen the stretch, stretching into the Achilles tendon and ankle. And then sinking back into that low lunge, hands up onto the hips for a little bit of a back bend, lengthening spine up, and then letting the head press back into your hands. Keeping the hands on the hips or behind your head is fine. And then coming up to pyramid pose, back toes turned out slightly. Both legs straight, so you can have the option to keep your hands up on your ankle or on blocks. And then we'll step all the way back to plank. And just rocking forward and back on your toes, warming up the body, and then coming all the way forward for your chaturanga. Flip the feet, come up to upward facing dog. And on your exhale, press back, downward facing dog, letting the neck relax. Lift up the heels as high as you can, coming up onto tippy toes, and then press the heels all the way down into the mat. Go ahead and just bend one knee at a time, loosening up the hamstrings, and settling into your downward dog. And planting both heels firmly into the ground, just pressing chest back toward the thighs. Bend the knees a few times. Both knees together, stretching out the backs of the legs. And then pulsing the heels up and down. Coming up to tippy toes, exhaling, planting the heels. Just getting real comfortable here, and then we'll lift the right leg up on your inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Total of 10 times. Continue lifting and lowering your right leg. And the last one, hold it at the top, bend your knee and pulse it up 10 times. Working into the glutes. If you need a modification, come down onto your knee instead of staying up on the left foot. And then Make sure to get into your proper form with your downward dog, and then stay with the knee bent, pulsing the leg up for 10, 9, 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead and straighten the leg out for 10 more leg raises. We're almost done. This is more intense than it looks. So for 10, 9, 4, 3, lengthening through that leg, last 2, and last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring it all the way forward to a low lunge, lowering the back knee